Hi, this is Andy Turner, the Education Technologist at Illinois College. Today I'm in the Digital Learning Center and I wanted to show you an application that will make the transferring of images from different displays easy. Here we have a situation where I have a desktop computer attached to the projector and to the displays hidden away at the floor there. Now this PC is connected to this wireless keyboard. So when you walk into the Digital Learning Center, the first thing to do is just maybe hit the space bar or any button on the keyboard, the on position. Just make sure that's up here, and then you have your mouse pad, left click and right click, and then a full keyboard so that you can use the mouse to go around on the computer as you normally would. Now, I currently am in pen mode, so if I have this sort of thing and I click around, I can draw with the mouse or with the digital pen. Notice this one is just running low on batteries, so we have batteries that you can recharge there in the corner, if you can see that, just underneath the chalkboard there, plugged into the outlet by the chair. So those are rechargeable batteries that you can use with the pens, the remotes. Here is another pin and power supplies for the Google Chromebooks that students can use even wirelessly on the table over here or adjacent to the screen on the table at the whiteboard. The projector is projecting this whiteboard application. So now I have Google Chrome open, and you can get to your Google Drive or your Google Sites to do ePortfolio work. Now notice I have a different screen on left display and the right display here in the Digital Learning Center, and that's because the Chromebook is assigned to those screens currently. The second display, if I drag a window off to the right edge of the Chromebook screen, that's what you will see here on the left display. So that way you can have your notes on the Chromebook and then your slideshow showing full screen there and advance the slides that way so that students can show their ePortfolio work. And I'll show you an example of that real quick. Your Google Chromebook account is the same as your Gmail account, and of course all of the other services that Google offers, such as your Google Docs, YouTube, Google Drive, Google Sites, Picasa, etc. So here we have the home page set in Chrome to Illinois College. So say I wanted to open a new window, and then I wanted to go to some of my favorites that follow me around on whatever Chrome device I use. So for example, I want to go ahead and open up the Getting Started with the Chrome operating system. So I'm going to open that tab. Now I want to tear away this tab from this device, and I want to put that tab over here like a sticky note. So I'm just going to left click this. I'm going to hold down anywhere in the pad. I'm going to press down. There's an audible click when I do so. And see, I'm dragging that tab, and I'm going to drag it all the way to the right off of the screen. Now watch me drag this window off screen. And as I'm dragging that off of this screen, I'm moving it onto that screen. So now I have that duplicated on those two screens. Now this screen is still showing the Windows PC. So this would be good if you wanted to show a YouTube video, say. You can just use the laptop's own keyboard to type in a YouTube channel that you wanted to show on these displays. I'm going to go ahead and type in youtube.com up there. Now, I'll go ahead and click Sign In, the blue button on the upper right. And it knows that I'm signed in to the Chromebook as me, so it's going to go ahead and open up my own channel, which is great. That saves me time. It's similar to a single sign-on. So now I'm going to go ahead and full screen this. Now this is an Epson BrightLink smartboard tutorial that I created the other day. And I'm going to go ahead and open that up, and you'll be able to hear that video and see that video on these two displays. The sound will travel through the Chromebook, through the HDMI cable, and then out to the displays. And while that's loading, say I wanted this table screen to show that video as well. So you might hear that video come up. I'm going to go ahead and full screen that video. And now we've got the video that I've created showing full screen and playing the sound. What if I wanted that same video to go to this Epson projector? Well, there's an iPod Touch here in the Digital Learning Center, and we've created a remote control app. And notice the name of the app is Shui 109, the Digital Learning Center. I'm going to touch Epson and then Student 3. When I've done so, the Epson will now show the Student 3 laptop. Notice, I've labeled the corners of the whiteboard 1, 2,
this adapter
3,
goes to
4.
a display port, which many of us
So that's loud.
have at Illinois College have.
I'm going to go ahead and turn
display
the volume down
So we'll go normal
with the
HDMI
remote.
or a micro or mini HDMI.
And sound is now coming out of each display. So I'm finished watching that video. I've finished showing the class that video. And I do have annotation capability on the video itself. Notice while I'm playing a video, I can circle objects like you're having a telestrator on a sports channel, for example. If you're watching Michael Jordan shoot a three, you can see the telestration happen here. That might be good for athletics. Just whatever application you might want. Now here on the right side we've got these tabs that you can touch then to clear the whole screen if you like, and now those annotations are gone. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. Now that video is paused on the Chromebook. I'm going to switch over to the desktop again as if, now I'm going to get back to my PowerPoint slides, for example. So to tell the system that I'm going to move back to the PC, I pick up the iPod Touch, which is the remote control. I hit the home button. I just unlock the app there. It opens up to portrait mode. So I'm going to touch Epson and then WinPC1. WinPC1 is the default output for the computer. And now I'm back to where I was in Windows. So now I want to show that same screen to these two. With my remote, notice it says first select a display. So I'm going to select left TV, then WinPC1, and now watch that change. One is up. Now I'm going to look at the right display. So I'm going to choose right display, WinPC1, and now you can watch that change over. So this remote control app is a very convenient way to move what screens you want to show to which screens you want to show them on, so to speak. Now just to turn everything on and off, just go to the power and hit power off. When you do that, the devices will power off. You can see that's turned off. You can hear the projector turn off, and then the iPod Touch will go to sleep. Just turn it off like you would with any iPhone, and then put it back on the charger. So hopefully this has been a helpful tutorial. I think you can imagine that using the whiteboard for a digital purpose, such as lecture capture, will be very handy in the future. And the remote control app that we have installed here in the Digital Learning Center will be something that will also be installed in Crispin 220, just to make things easier for you as an instructor to leverage the technology that will enhance the educational process. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions, please email helpdesk@ic.edu. The Epson projector will be installed in several classrooms this summer, including Crispin 101, 107, Kirby 237, Kirby 224, Parker 104, Parker 210, and Bruner 3125. please look for them with the whiteboards to be installed soon. And I look forward to scheduling a training session with you sometime before classes start this fall. Thanks a lot.